Hello and welcome to today's lecture. Today we will be looking at projective varieties. So remember, in the last lecture we looked at projective algebraic sets. So these are closed subsets of projective space. And we endowed them with the structure of a topological space. And we studied them in the same way that we studied affine algebraic sets earlier on and looked at polynomials and vanishing ideals and what that. So now what we want to do is we want to view these as actual varieties. So we have already defined what it means to be an algebraic variety. What we need to prove is that these projective algebraic sets with some suitable structure sheaf is an algebraic variety. And then we will study the properties of these things. So this includes three parts. First, defining the structure sheaf and showing that we have a pre-variety, then showing that this pre-variety is separated, and then studying the properties. So you might want to go back and check what it means to be a pre-variety and what it means to be separated. The difficulty is that while with affine varieties we could just take polynomials, and now we somehow decided that homogeneous polynomials are the right object to deal with, homogeneous polynomials do not define functions on subsets of projective space. So if I have a homogeneous polynomial f, I know that f of x, if I multiply x by lambda, I will get lambda to the power d f of x, where d is the degree of homogeneity of f. And this is fine if I only use f to see where it is 0 or not, but it doesn't define any well-defined function, because in projective space we have identified lambda x and x for non-zero lambda. The way to deal with this is to take homogeneous polynomials of the same degree and take quotients of such polynomials. So the notation we'll use is that given a projective algebraic set x in Pn, we will call its coordinate ring as before S of x. So recall that this is the polynomial ring in n+1 variables mod the vanishing ideal of x. And we will write Sx sub d for the homogeneous component in degree d. So all polynomials that are homogeneous of degree d. Now we can define what a regular function on an open subset of a projective algebraic set is. So a regular function on U an open subset of a projective algebraic set in Pn, that is a map to the field. As always, we are working with an algebraically closed field in the background. And it should satisfy the property that locally around any point in U, phi of x is the quotient of two regular functions of the same degree, that are homogeneous of the same degree. And of course requiring that the denominator is not 0. So given A, you should be able to find schematically an open set U of A, such that in this UA, you can find homogeneous polynomials f and g, f non-vanishing on UA, and your map phi being identical to the quotient of g with f. And this is well defined because if writing in this sloppy way phi of lambda x, this will be lambda to the power d g of x divided by lambda to the power d f of x, and these will cancel, so this is phi of x. So phi is well defined on the equivalence classes that are points in this set U. And we denote the set of regular functions on U as always by OX of U. And it is fairly immediate that this is a pre-sheaf of k-algebras, and it is a sheaf because of this local nature of the definition. So this is very much akin to the definition of regular functions on affine varieties. So you might want to pause and carry out the proof yourself of the sheaf property. I will leave this as an exercise to you. This sheaf is going to be called the structure sheaf of X. And one can show that the structure sheaf of X, defined in this direct way, coincides with the structure sheaf of X as a closed sub-prevariety of Pn. So what does this mean? Well, you can define the structure sheaf of Pn by plugging in Pn instead of X in this definition. Then you get the structure sheaf of Pn. And from the lecture on varieties and prevarieties, we have seen the construction of a closed sub-prevariety of a variety. So that would give you a sort of indirect way to define a structure sheaf on X. And you can show that these two would coincide. This is also an exercise for you to do, and at least to sit down and figure out what I just said means. Now we need to show that projective algebraic sets are prevarieties. So far we have them as ringed spaces with a sheaf of k-algebras of regular functions. So we need to show that they can be covered by affine varieties. So take a projective algebraic set X. It is going to be the vanishing set of some graded ideal J. And the claim is that if you look at the sets Ui, where from X you remove the vanishing set of the ith coordinate, these form an affine open cover of X. So we have already seen U0, so you can compare this to U0 in the case where X is actual Pn. This was the affine slice, so to speak, in Pn. And now we generalize this to Ui and to arbitrary projective algebraic sets X. To prove this proposition, it is enough to prove it for U0 because the coordinates all play the same role. So let's prove it for I equal to 0. Well, then we have the following maps from the affine 0 set of the inhomogeneous ideal Ji, the dehomogenization of G, to Ui. And now I is 0, so this superscript I, this is for inhomogeneous, it's not the index I. And the way you do this is you send in the same way as always such a map, such a point to the point 1, x1 to xn. And in the other direction, you can take a map point x0, xn and map it back to x1 divided by x0 to xn divided by x0. Let me call this map f. And so this is what f does, and this is f inverse. And it is clear that these two maps are inverse to each other. To show that they are continuous and pull back regular functions to regular functions. As for continuity, by construction, if you have a subset here Z, a closed subset, so it is going to be the projective 0 set of some ideal J prime intersected with U0, the pre-image F inverse of Z is going to be the inhomogenization of J tilde. And conversely, if you have a set here, say W, that is the affine 0 set of some ideal I, then f of w is going to be the projective zero set of the homogenization of I intersected with u0. So closed sets correspond to closed sets, and so both f and f inverse are continuous. To see what they do with pullbacks, we observe the following. So if from f you want to pull back a regular function on u0, a regular function on u0 is a quotient g x naught to xn f x naught to xn. And by construction of the map f and by construction of the inhomogenization of a polynomial, this is exactly the inhomogenization of gi divided by the inhomogenization of f. So the homogenization of g, which is gi, divided by the homogenization of f, which is fi. And this is indeed a regular function on this affine open set. And conversely, if you take the inverse of f and take its pullback of some function g of x1 to xn divided by f of x1 to xn. So now this is a regular function on the left-hand side, and we pull it back with the inverse. This is going to be g of x1 divided by x0, xn divided by x0, and same here with f. And that's the same as the quotient of the homogenization. So by multiplying with a sufficiently high power to clear the denominators, you get it as the quotient of two homogeneous polynomials of the same degree. So it is regular. And therefore, these sets ui, so as we proved u0, but this works for any ui, these are indeed affine open sets, and it is clear that the union of them is all of x. So as a corollary, the ring space x of x is a prevariety.